Hey guys, what's up? This is your girl Kundai Karen Mangena, and I'm back again with another video. So today I'm going to be making this lovely Zulu beaded necklace. It's a common trend that I thought I should try out and teach you, particularly if you're a beginner. So the materials used in this video are basically your needle, your thread, your beads, and your hook. It's as simple as that, like, really. So what I did was to use the big bits, and I started by inserting the thread into the hook and tying a knot so that it fastens properly. So that's what I basically did. And then on the other end, I threaded the thread into the needle and made sure it was even. And then I began to insert the beads, and the number of beads that I inserted into the thread was 40. So you need to insert 40 beads, but this is optional. In case you want to make it slightly longer or shorter, you can reduce the number of beads, but I'm basically going to teach you the concept so that you know what to do afterwards, after inserting the beads. So you better insert the beads. So basically what I did was to count 3 beads from where I was inserting, and then I inserted the needle onto the 4th one to create a 3 formula triangle at the bottom. So this is going to be marking the bottom part. I'll be inserting 12 beads so you guys can see. And I love the color. I love how the yellow looks, you know, it's so beautiful and damning, you know. So keep on inserting the beads. You guys can see this one. It's giving me a hard time. Some of them were hard to insert through because the holes were a bit too small, so I had to seam and find my way through that. So after inserting the 12 beads on the other side, what I'm gonna do is to count on my what I'm gonna do is to count 12 beads on my left strand. So I'm going to count 12 beads on my left string. And then on the 13th and the 14th bead, I'm going to insert my needle. So it's both the 13th and the 14th bead. That's when I'm going to insert my needle through. Hope you guys could see that. So I basically inserted through the 13th and the 4th bead. That's the pattern I was going through. So now I'm going to repeat the same thing. I'm going to insert 12 beads.
Somebody just put your hands together for Jesus. In your word, you say nothing is impossible, so I'll stand on your word. When troubles come to hit me hard, and knowing you, I'll find my refuge and also.
So if you are a beginner and you really want to learn this technique, is very simple, it's very easy. So I'm gonna count again 12 beads, and then on the 13th and the 14th bead I'm going to insert my needle through.
Oh, mighty, 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 mighty God, you never fail. Say your word. Yeah. You say nothing is impossible. So I'll stand on your word. When troubles come, take me hard. I know in you I'll find my refuge and also say.
So now on the other end there are 8 beads left. So what I'm going to do is to insert 7 beads.
So I'll stand on your word. When troubles come, yeah. I know in you I'll find my refuge and also say, mighty, 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 mighty God. Oh, mighty, mighty, mighty God. Say,
So after inserting the 7th bead, I'm going to enter onto the 8th bead on the other side. So I'm going to insert it right through, the one that's close to the hook. So I'm going to come again and take 2 beads, and these are going to be the ones that determine my neckline. So these are for the neckline. So it's going to be a cycle of 2 beads in the middle, and then I count 1, 2, 3. So since there's 7 on the side, I'm going to insert 1, which is where I'm going to join into. Then I'm coming back, and then I'm going to after adding the first bead, I'm going to add 3 more beads, such that there are 6 beads. So basically insert 6 beads. Then I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th one I'm going to insert my needle through. So it was giving me a hard time, but well, I succeeded. So again, I'm going to insert 12 beads into my thread. So now, since on the circular beaded thing, I'm going to count, since there are already 12, I'm going to count the first 5, and then on the 6th and the 7th bead, I'm going to insert my thread, my needle. So I'm going to repeat this process again. I'm going to put in 12 beads. And And then after putting in 12 beads, I'm going to count 5 beads again, and then on the 6th and the 7th I'm going to insert my needle through, because this is the pattern we want to create. So now I'm going to count 9 beads, and I'm going to insert 9 beads through.
Oh God, nothing is impossible with you, God. You make the blind eyes to see. You make the lame to walk. You raise the dead. Yeah. Jesus, we give you glory. We give you praise. Hamukundikani. Somebody just give the Lord a hand of praise.
So after inserting 9 beads, I'm going to count the first 3, and then on my fourth bead I'm going to insert my needle. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th bead I'm going to insert the needle right through. I hope you guys can see very clearly. It's quite simple, and you can actually make this with the smaller beads, but I love making it with the bigger beads because it's a bit clearer than making it with the smaller beads. So what I'm going to do again is to thread in 12 beads. So these are very easy to make, particularly if you're a beginner. They're beginner friendly, and you can style them with anything, wear them with your off shoulders, crop tops, whatever you like. So again, I'm going to count through 5 beads, and then on the 6th and the 7th bead I'm going to insert my needle right through. Then again I thread in another 12 beads, another set of 12 beads. So basically that's the sequence I'm going to be doing. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and actually give me your input if you did try out these beads, and tell me whether it was easy or it was hard or challenging. But I'm guessing it's definitely going to be very easy, because yeah. So after inserting the 12 beads, I'm going to count again 5 beads, and then on the 6th and the 7th I'm going to insert my needle. So it's like a double insert there. And then now I'm going to insert 7 beads. So now I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th bead I'm going to insert my needle. So in this part I'm going to insert 6 beads again, which is 2 for the first, and then the 3rd one is the one where you're going to be inserting your needle, and then the 3, the next 3 are the ones that create the circle. So again I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th one I'm going to insert my needle. So now I'm going to insert 12 beads again. So it becomes an up down cycle. So basically that's what you're going to be doing till you are done. So some of the beads beads had small holes, so the needle couldn't insert through properly, and some had big holes which were perfect, so you will notice that. So after inserting the 12 beads, I'm going to count 5 beads.
In your word, you say nothing is
And then on the 6th and the 7th, I'm going to insert my needle right through. So I'm going to insert the needle right through both the beads, and then I'm going to repeat again, inserting my beads. So I'm going to be inserting 12 beads again.
Oh, mighty, 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 mighty God, you never fail. Say in your word, yeah. You say nothing is impossible. So I'll stand on your word. When troubles come.
So I'm going to count, after inserting the 12 beads, I'm going to count 5 beads, and then on the 6th and 7th, I'm going to insert right through, and then now I'm going to repeat by inserting 9 beads. Now this time when you're doing the bottom part, you're going to be inserting 9 beads, but this also depends on the length of your Zulu necklace. It depends if you want to make it too big or too small. That's up to you, so you can alternate with that. But once you grasp the concept, it's easier for you to play around and maneuver your way right through. So now I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th, I'm going to insert my needle. So I'm going to repeat the cycle by inserting 12 beads. So basically that's the concept of inserting 12 beads, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. So I'm going to do a part 2 where I show you guys how to finish it off. So you guys are going to repeat this cycle till you get to your desired length, and then stay sure to watch part 2 of this video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends to tell their friends. Thank you guys, and stay blessed.